Maybe I'm just crazy for thinking like that, but that's probably why they be so obsessed sometimes over side bitches.
Boy, I've been watching you.
Hey mamas, welcome back to another video. It's your girl Shade by Jade. If you are new here, welcome. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about becoming more feminine and my journey with becoming more feminine. Now, disclosure, I'm not saying you have to do these things to be more feminine. These are things that I've learned within myself that help me become more feminine, and I've been reading up a lot about feminine and masculine energy. Also, I wanted to talk to you guys about things that I've been going through within these couple weeks while I've been taking my little bit of breaks on social media, just to kind of like work on myself, and I've learned so much, and I think it'll be motivating to you guys as well. Becoming more feminine definitely works in your favor as a woman, so I think you guys might want to get a little drink, get a little snack, get some tea, because we about to get into some things. I do have a drink from earlier. I went out with my family and I took my drink to go. So I'm gonna be sipping on that while we get into some things. Speaking of becoming more feminine, y'all know how important it is to make sure your homegirl down there is right. And I got two new products for you guys that I have been using. I've been working with Life Space. I've been trying out this product for about a month now. When I tell y'all, these are so bomb. I know I'm always putting y'all on to new products, but these two products that I've been using are two vegetarian, all natural supplements for your vaginal area. So this one is the Microflora Probiotic. If you don't know about probiotics, I'm gonna tell you right now, ladies, you must take a probiotic to make sure your homegirl down there is right and that your pH balance is always level. And then this one is the Urogen Probiotic. So they have similar jobs, but they also work in two very different ways. So first, let me tell you about the Microflora, and I'm gonna read the back to you guys. A premium targeted probiotic formula containing 6 strains of beneficial bacteria, which is commonly found in a healthy vaginal microbiome, specifically formulated to support everyday health and well-being. So these are what the capsules look like. I take one daily. I take this one and the other one every day in the morning. So if you don't know, us women, we all have flora down there, and the microflora helps support the natural flora in your body, and it also restores the flora in your body. If you have an itching and odor down there, this also helps with that, and it also reduces the chances of getting a urinary tract infection. If you don't know, ladies, you definitely should be drinking all natural cranberry juice, which I do that on a regular. Which I also love this because if I don't get to take my cranberry intake, and if you don't know, cranberry juice is actually disgusting. I'm talking about raw cranberry juice. And this already has cranberry in it, which also helps support your pH balance and prevent you from getting urinary tract infections. This also includes 5 strains that are beneficial to your urinary tract health. And like I told y'all before, because it has cranberry in it, it also supports your bladder, which keeps your bladder healthy. Something I've struggled for the longest with finding certain supplements, because I've noticed that some supplements were not working. Some supplements were lying, saying that they were vegetarian or vegan, and they weren't. And these are both 100% vegetarian and all natural. So these are the #1 probiotics in Australia, and it's been that way for 20 years. After I take these probiotics, when I tell y'all, I'm drinking lots of water, I'm going to the bathroom non-stop. I feel like I'm literally flushing my body. I haven't had any issues with a urinary tract infection. I haven't had any issues with having BV. I haven't had any issues with getting yeast infections. I know I told y'all before, after having my daughter, I was so prone to having yeast infections. Like, if I would take a bath, I would get a yeast infection, and I really was pissed off about that because I love taking baths. When I tell y'all I tried these probiotics, oh my god, they are the bomb.com. And I did used to tell y'all, like, after my period or if I had a yeast infection, I would use boric acid. I do still love boric acid, but if you're taking a daily supplement like these two, you won't have any issues with having to take a boric acid suppository, because daily taking these is already going to flush out your system and keep your pH balance healthy, so you're not going to run into those issues. Like I told y'all, with becoming a feminine woman, taking care of your vagina is very important. You feel good, and it's going to make you feel confident. Like I said, also taking these probiotics, you're not going to have any issues with odor. If you're a woman that struggles with odor down there from sweating or from having an unbalanced pH balance, these two products are going to get you right on track. I'm also going to be giving you guys, of course, a discount code, which I'm going to put right here, and I'm also going to put it in the description box with the link so that you guys can get 30% off and get a head start on your feminine journey. Now, like I said, becoming more feminine is also taking care of yourself and taking care of your homegirl. So let's get straight into this video. So like I told y'all, number one to becoming more feminine is coming up with a regimen and taking care of yourself. Like I said, taking supplements daily, whether that's, excuse me y'all, my dog is snoring under me. Like I said, becoming more feminine is starting with taking care of yourself, having that me time, really taking time throughout your day to take care of yourself, whether that's a morning routine, taking supplements, doing your skincare, having your coffee with a quiet 20 minutes to yourself, reading a book, whether that's a night routine, whether that's working out, taking walks. Having a regimen is number one to becoming more feminine, because when you feel good about yourself, you do better. If y'all notice when y'all hair is not done, I don't know about y'all, but when my hair is not done, it's the end of the world. And I'm not saying my hair has to be like done up, but I need to feel like my hair is presentable and I'm feeling good and I'm feeling confident. When I'm feeling confident and when I'm feeling good, I perform my best. I want to be seen. My second tip to becoming more feminine is learning how to listen. Let me tell y'all something. I struggled so much and I still am struggling with learning to listen. I'm a Taurus. I'm very stubborn. I don't like nobody telling me what to do. It's like, I'm the boss. Ain't nobody telling me what to do. But I learned that sometimes by me just listening, I actually end up hearing more than what the person is saying, if that makes sense. By me just listening, I'm able to pick up on certain things. I'm able to let the person say more than they actually intended on telling me, whether that's good or bad. And I also learned that by me just listening can make somebody else feel more comfortable, whether that's your significant other, a friend, a family member, somebody that's teaching you about business. Sometimes being a good listener works out in your favor because you're making a person feel comfortable and that you're actually listening to them. They end up telling you more, or they feel more comfortable where they're sharing more or giving you more tips, and you're creating a good relationship with them. Even if you're just going on a date for a first time and you're getting to know somebody, you don't want to feel like somebody's constantly interrupting you because you feel like you're not able to get out what you have to say. And that's something that I struggle with as well, interrupting people while they're talking. Not to be rude, but because my mind is always working and I'm like, oh, let me hurry up and say this before I forget. But sometimes it's nice to give somebody respect, and it just shows that you have manners by letting someone finish saying what they have to say without constantly interrupting you. If you go on a date for the first time and somebody is already nervous, by you just sitting there being a good listener, giving them good eye contact, smiling, they're comfortable, they're able to share everything that they wanted to share with you without having to be nervous. By you just sitting there listening, smiling, they may think, oh wow, she's really into me. And that could work in your favor, girl, because he might be like, this girl like me, she's sitting here just listening to me, I'm gonna take her out to go get a bag, I'm about to cash out on her. Like, you never know. Like, you never know. I'm about to go take her to meet my mama. Like, you never know. Y'all, I'm turning into so Atlanta. I just said mama. By just being a good listener, smiling, looking pretty, you will be surprised how far that will take you. I'm telling you. Especially when it comes to a man, that's the masculine energy I'm talking about. A man loves to feel in control. So by you just sitting there being still, letting them talk, say whatever they gotta say on their mind, they feeling like they letting a load off, whether that's in a work environment or dating or just a friend. It makes them feel in control. I'm telling you, it's gonna take you very far. So number 3, don't tell somebody what to do, but be more persuasive. And when I say somebody, I really mean your significant other. I know for me, I will always like, you need to do this, you need to do that, and it just comes off like we're nagging, right? But who the hell wants to hear that? So instead, we can still get our way by being more persuasive. Like, I think you should do this because ... Or it would be nice if you could do this because ... and it will make this easier, blah, 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 or this will look better, blah, blah, blah. Be more persuasive instead of demanding, because that way it doesn't come off as aggressive. And when you look cute and just be a little bit more softer, you'll end up getting your way, girl. I'm telling you, I tried this with my man and it works like a charm. I hope he's not watching this because I'm not trying to give away all my little tips and tricks. But yeah, become a little softer. If y'all notice, a lot of women that I know who are also entrepreneurs and bosses and they're single, they really struggle with dating because they feel like men can't handle them. And it's not that men can't handle us boss-ass women, it's just that we come off as a little bit intimidating. And I don't think that it's intimidating to the point where they don't want to date us, but they're a man at the end of the day. They want to feel in control. So even though we know they're not about to be in control, let them think that. But we know who really wears the pants, ladies. Okay, y'all, I think I lost count, but if I'm not mistaken, I think we're on number 4, is learn how to accept compliments. So that's something I really struggle with too. If another pretty girl will be like, oh my God, you look so cute, da, 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 da. I'm like, me? I'm like, who, me? No, girl, you look cute. Like, oh my God, like I still need to get this track glued in right here, or girl, I got this outfit from Target, da, 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 da. And it's like, even though I'm super down to earth, sometimes I don't always have to downplay myself to make other people feel comfortable. Obviously, if somebody's complimenting me, they obviously think I look cute, or you know, they're inspired by how I look at the moment. So I need to be more receptive. And a feminine woman is more receptive to compliments. They're polite. Always say thank you, always show gratitude, always show appreciation. That is very feminine. If somebody tries to hold the door for you, let them. I know for me, even though I'm in a relationship and I used to think like, oh no, I ain't gonna let no man hold the door for me, or I ain't gonna let nobody da 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 because I got a man. And it's like, that is just so masculine, always having your guard up. Be more feminine. Somebody opens the door for you, just because you let a man open the door for you does not mean you gotta go on a date with him. So if somebody opens the door for you, let them open the door for you. Thank you, have a great day. That's it. That's it. When people used to open the door for me in my building, I used to hurry up, try to run so that I wouldn't have somebody open the door for me. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, that is just so unnecessary. Let them open the door for you. Be more receptive. A feminine woman is more receptive to compliments and for people doing favors. Even in your relationship, sometimes if I got mad at my boyfriend and he see me struggling with like opening a drink or something like that, I'm too prideful to ask him to open a drink for me. Or I'm too prideful to ask him to reach on top of the closet for something for me. But even though I'm mad at you, I'm gonna still let you do a favor for me. That's what I learned that I need to start doing, because at the end of the day, I'm still basking in my feminine energy. So for some reason, by letting him do a small favor for me, it makes them kind of like gush over you. It makes them feel like, yeah, like she still needs me, da, 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 da. And it's just like, sir, all you did was open a drink for me, but okay. And all you did was grab something off the top shelf for me. If I wanted to, I would just get my little ladder and go grab it myself. But it works out in my favor, because now, instead of me being so masculine and being so angry by not letting him do something so small for me and we was just into it, he sees my feminine energy, and you know, sometimes he feels a little bit more like, oh, let me just go apologize to my girl, let me just go make it better. You get what I'm saying? And I'm not saying this works in all cases, but in most cases, y'all, this really works. Number 5. This goes back into taking care of yourself. This is something that works for me. If y'all don't agree, y'all could agree to disagree. But I learned that just doing my makeup lighter. Don't get me wrong, I still beat my face, but I beat it in a less harsh way. So like now, instead of doing like full coverage foundation, concealer, blah, 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 I still do all that, but I still do it a little bit lighter. So it kind of makes me look a little bit natural, but I still do have on makeup. I also learned that with me wearing my hair longer makes me feel more feminine. Also, wearing certain clothes makes me feel more feminine. Wearing dainty jewelry makes me feel more feminine. And I've seen a lot of other women saying that as well on like TikTok and YouTube. And I was like, let me try it, y'all. It definitely makes you feel more feminine wearing dainty, cute jewelry, monochrome looks. Don't mind my outfit right now, y'all, because I just threw this on because I was out with my family. But literally, now that I'm taking care of myself, I could wear something so basic, just like a Skims onesie with some tights, do some light makeup, and I still feel beautiful, even though I didn't do the most. It literally takes me 5 minutes for my new makeup look that I do now. And I love it. I could do something so small like running errands, but when I put myself together, I feel good. I feel super feminine. I feel womanly. Like I just feel really good about myself, which leads into number 6, being confident. Being confident. Being confident is not being the loudest in the room, but being confident is knowing who you are, chin up, shoulders back, and just knowing that you are Miss Mamas. Confidence sells. I know, have y'all ever seen a few women before who, and let's be real, because we all been there, you may have seen a girl before that you probably did not think was that cute, or you probably didn't think, like, you probably like, why does this think she all that? Like, you were not given that. But their confidence sells. Like, the fact that that person is so confident, it's like, wow, I really believe you. And they become admirable. Confidence is very admirable. You gotta know that you are that bitch before anybody else tells you, because you set the tone. You let people know that you're that girl. You let people know that you are Miss Mamas, and they will follow, I promise you. sometimes being like myself, being so down to earth, being so transparent, that doesn't mean that I'm less confident. But what I did learn is that I need to learn how to balance it, because constantly downplaying myself to make other people feel confident about themselves only makes me feel insecure. Constantly dimming your light to make other people feel good is not good, y'all. And I told y'all I struggled with that before too. I didn't want anybody to put that stereotype on me, like, oh, you know how they say like pretty girls, they're rude, blah 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 blah. I will always like dim myself to let other people feel like they can shine. And it's like, no, we all can shine. Also, another tip that I have for you guys is to learn how to do your own hair, learn how to do your own nails, well, press-ons, and learn how to do your own makeup, so that way you can always have access to looking good without feeling pressure. Because sometimes your hairstyles may cancel on you. You can always go to the nail salon and get your nails done. I mean, something really quick and cute. And your makeup, constantly doing little makeup looks on yourself to help you feel more put together will make you feel more feminine. Another thing, feminine women live in the present time. I watched this YouTube video with this guy saying tips and tricks to make a man like really be like obsessed with you, and things that men love, feminine traits that men love. And he was saying that feminine women are present, live in the moment. You know, when you are around your man, don't constantly bring up the past or constantly stress about the future, because typically that's what we all do. We always stress about the future, or we always bringing up past traumas that are currently affecting us. But feminine women are appreciative and living in the moment. Whether you're on a date or you're out at the beach with your significant other, really live in the moment. Like, enjoy the sand, enjoy the sun, speak on things that are happening at that moment. That is feminine energy, being appreciative for that specific moment. And like I said, guys, he goes more into depth on these topics that I'm talking about. But my crazy self, I was sitting there thinking like, maybe that's why men be loving side bitches sometimes, because they know that they don't have no future with them. All they can really depend on is what they're doing in that moment. I mean, they could have a future with the side bitch, but typically they are loving everything that the side bitch has to offer in that moment. They're not stressing them about the future, and they don't really probably know much about them to have a past. So all they can really relive on is that present time. Maybe I'm just crazy for thinking like that, but that's probably why they be so obsessed sometimes over side bitches. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, maybe I'm just crazy. But anyways, I hope you guys loved my tips and tricks to becoming more feminine. And the motivation that I wanted to give you guys is, my mom is here today, and today she had prayed with me. And like I told her, I was really getting discouraged with YouTube. I was feeling like my channel just isn't growing how I want it to grow. So my mom did a good prayer with me and anointed me with some oil. And she was like, God, I pray that, well, she just told me that she prayed that God shows me something today to show me to keep going. My mom told me this after, okay? She said that she prayed for me and prayed for God to give me a sign today that I need to keep going. When my mom asked for God to do that, literally, y'all, right after that, I went to this soul food restaurant, and why was they playing my YouTube video inside the restaurant, y'all? I could not fucking believe that. They had my YouTube video playing in the background. If that was not God, I don't know what to tell y'all. And literally right after that, I got an email from a big company to do a collaboration with me. I swear to God on my daughter, y'all. Like, prayer is real. Make sure you pray over yourself. Sometimes we get ourselves so worked up, trying to be so perfect, trying to have an aesthetic, trying to look a certain type of way. No, people are gonna F with you for who you are. There's a lane for everybody. And I learned that my subscribers support me because of who I am. Sometimes I would not put content out, y'all, because I would be so wrapped up in trying to look and have a certain type of aesthetic and make things look perfect. I gotta get that out of my mind. God has called me to do something, and I'm able to help so many people. One thing I learned about my channel is I would never get too big for y'all. I would never forget about y'all and get too bougie for y'all, because y'all are gonna be the reason why I make it to where I'm trying to make it. Y'all support me, and I just wanna say thank y'all so much. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I think I'm gonna add a little bit more after this video because my camera's about to die again. But I appreciate y'all so much. Y'all are the reason why I am right here and why my numbers are growing. And y'all don't understand, I am so thankful. I cannot tell y'all enough how thankful I am. Continue to pray over yourselves and keep pushing, I promise you it gets better. Literally, even when I got Ari to wear my lip gloss, that was so random. My makeup artist was doing my model's makeup and Ari was there. She seen my lip glosses and was like, oh my God, these are so cute. By the grace of God, I had extras in my bag. I gave it to her. Y'all, she posted that on her live, telling people to shop shadedbyjade.com while I'm giving birth to my daughter. And I was trying to get a deal with her for the longest. I was trying to get her a contract, but she was working with another cosmetic brand at the time. That was nothing but God, y'all. I'm telling you, God is real. And I know that all y'all will reach your full potential. Just keep going. She did not have to do that. I didn't pay her to do that. And how ironic is it that God set it up where the makeup artist was doing her makeup and I was there with extra lip glosses. Nothing but God. But I'll get more into detail to that story another time.